when you think of gaming flops, you probably think of games like Halo 5. You think of games that were really, really, really bad. Think of games like EA's Battlefront 2 that was total garbage. And then there comes along this one game that really shows you that what real garbage gaming is. That game was Destiny. Destiny 2 is now moved on into its next part of the phase after the Forsaken DLC. Everyone is oddly suspicious about the future. Let's be honest, at this point, Destiny is fucking dead. Let's face it. I mean, a lot of people could tell that Destiny was on its last limbs, even at E3, when the time that the Forsaken trailer was rumored to be released. Forsaken had, from what I could tell, a very, very rushed story. Although Curse of Osiris and Warmind were total garbage. Forsaken actually, for once, had an interesting story, but here's my question. Why do you kill off your best friend, the best person in your freaking franchise? That's literally what happened with Destiny 2 Forsaken when Cayde 6 was killed off. And people say that is fucking better than Halo. Let's be fucking honest here, people. Destiny is garbage. It's been garbage since the very beginning. Even although the Taken King did make it a content-rich game, by that point it was far too late. This is the state of gaming nowadays. Incomplete games that have to be padded out with DLC. And one reason why I think Destiny is, unfortunately, a story of doom is that the stories that they tell are stupid. And borderline, they make no sense whatsoever. And this was really shown around E3. People were like, oh, Destiny 2 is getting Forsaken. We're going to have this epic DLC. It's going to make the game so good. It's going to be the best on the market. And then E3 comes around and people are like, oh my god, there's Anthem. Anthem might look good, but then again, it's EA. Ugh. Then they look at some of the other games and they're like, oh my goodness, Cyberpunk 2077 is finally being finished? What? Then they look around, oh, Cuphead's getting nice DLC. Ooh, gotta get that. And then they come around and they see Microsoft and they're like, oh, Microsoft, probably announcing some sort of bullshit. Probably announcing that something is now backwards compatible on the Xbox One. And then they come around and they see the Halo Infinite trailer, and they immediately start crying in their sleep. This is literally, in my opinion, how the Destiny franchise has been. Bungie is dead. At this point, even though Bungie has left Activision, it's far too late. They shouldn't, and honestly, they dug their own grave. When they signed the deal, they knew what was going on. They knew the reputation of Activision, even though Activision at this point was in its heyday. Especially with the success of Call of Duty. Remember the year that Bungie actually signed this said contract back in 2010. At the time, Call of Duty was still in its badass ride to power, and it was reaching the end of that point after the release, of course, of Black Ops 1. Black Ops 2, with Modern Warfare 3 being a kind of more recycled version of Modern Warfare 2. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that the game wasn't good. It just doesn't mean, it's just a sign of a downfall. And let's be honest here, Bungie's really fallen. In my opinion, it's really Bungie's fault. They killed their destiny. My honest opinion, they should have just left Destiny to die. They should have just said, alright, come to an agreement, let's kill this franchise, cut this contract, and be done. There shouldn't be a Destiny 3. Destiny should die. It's being a dead horse now. Let's be honest, the last two Destinies have all been 6 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, Destiny 1, Destiny 2 had more story than Destiny 1, but don't get me wrong. What's there is lame. And don't get me wrong, while the character arc of Cayde 6 was interesting, why did they decide to kill him off? That's what I don't get, and honestly, those moves that's what killed Bungie. And of course, the whole loot box controversy, the whole thing about Curse of Osiris. Let's be honest here, Bungie has fallen. Bungie has fallen. They're not getting up. Destiny is dead.